What is going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. So I do want to sell another statue. I think it's finally time we get rid of this particular statue. Not in this room. I'm just touring my man cave before I play my next video game. I just beat Dynasty Warrior Origins. It was super fun. Took me a long time. Like, I played that game for many, many hours. But we need to get rid of XM Predator. I could, instead of that spot, totally put, Sideshow Berserker Predator bus. Imagine that. It would actually fit. It's 33 inches tall. I can fit barely a 33-inch tall. Now, that shelf is exactly 33 inches tall. So the top part of his bust will be like slightly hidden, but the mouth is at more lower, so I don't care if the very top is slightly hidden. We'll have to lower it to the ground, get rid of XM Predator, which would equal out my number of predators to alien statues. We have 4 aliens, we have 4 predators. My busts are still uneven, and I wish they weren't, but let's just say hypothetically eventually I get rid of XM Alien. I could throw an Alien Warrior life-size bust there. Although, all the current ones absolutely suck. I hate all of them. So it'd have to be a newer one I'd wait for. Eventually I'll upgrade Wolf Bust to a superior one. But my 2 current Alien ones I'm very happy with. I do love that Aliens FX, but I do think I'll like Deep Tail more. Of course, if I truly wanted more space, you'd have to get rid of one of my Jungle Hunter displays. But ultimately, I can fit Berserker Predator bust down low. It makes more sense to have the bust next to the statue versus a concept piece of XM. So if anyone is interested, reach out to me. Let's work out a plan, like a price point that works for both of us. And we'll get this bad boy shipped out. Now, the only issue per se is I did have like a poster fall and damage one of these skulls. And then I kind of just like black marker it. It's at the very back. You can't even see it. That's the only issue. At least that I can remember. Yeah, that's the only issue. It's that big fat one in the middle. At the very back there's a damage, and then I just black marked it. It's not a huge deal. It's in the back. You never see it. It does come with 2 portraits, as well as this ginormous spear. And frankly, it's the coolest looking spear. That is the extra portrait right there, bottom left. But it is an amazing statue. And if I don't sell it, it's fine. I'll just keep it. But if someone is interested, then hit me up and we can work out a deal. Also, if you have Sideshow Berserker Predator bust, we could just do a trade as well if anyone's interested. And I am trying to get rid of Cyclops and Anubis. Ultimately, I will need that space for Pumpkinhead and Silent Hill Nurse. So in the next, I should post these up on eBay, but in the next 6 months, I will need to eventually get rid of them. Actually, maybe not even 6 months, but I need to get rid of them in the next year or so. Purely due to space. They're great pieces, but space-wise, it is just not going to work. Now, I am going to, right now, attempt to do all MK right here and see how I like it. See if it works with just a 1/3. Like, this could be like a 1/3 video game wall. Now, technically, yeah, we got to make this 1/3 video game wall. MK right here on this side, you do Wukong, Kratos, Stellar Blade, those 3 games, 1/3 and busts. It does make me tempted to move Kratos bust over here so he could be next to the 1/3. But I mean, I really do like the Kratos setup now. If you did have to move it, you'd have to move this all the way to the left, because that needs to stay here in this window well. You'd have to move that to the left. And then do Kratos bust in the corner with the 1/3 there, and then the Dio right there. And then Resident Evil 3. And then, I mean, 2 doesn't take up an entire garage shelf. I was thinking of putting 2 right here. And then I suppose you could do 4 and, well, if you want to go 3, maybe Resident Evil 4, Lady D, Resident Evil 2, Last of Us, all zombie stuff. That looked cool. That's the only way to do that. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and attempt MK. I think I don't need to move that. I just need to move those out and then lower this and then just see how it looks. So I would also lower these shelves if I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to lower the shelves now because it doesn't benefit me. But should I decide this will work and this is the plan moving forward, I will lower the shelves to the ground from the current 2-inch high up position to give me better viewing angles. But let's just see what this looks like. I mean, these PCS statues are nice, but do they really need to be up top? All of them? I do like this look a lot, but maybe this look will also look amazing. So let's try it. Alrighty, folks. So a few things would change. First, I'd get rid of both the posters. Don't need them. And like I said, the shelves would be lowered, so it would gain about an extra 2 inches in height, so they would not be nearly as tall. You see just how much bigger they are than the freaking quarter scale. And above, I do like that a lot. And then, of course, you would remove that scorpion poster. I mean, you could technically do the scorpion poster there and do like a katana or I'm sorry, reptile poster right there. And then right there you could do a jade or a katana or Melina, which I do have. You'd make the big poster go directly behind Goro, scorpion poster right above him, and then move that MK logo. The only annoying thing is that, I mean, no matter what, that giant MK poster is going to be blocked. But I do like it. However, obviously, as a display as a whole, it doesn't look as good as it did before. But it's not bad, and it does fit, which is nice. It fits nicely, not cluttered. I do like that look a lot. I think that looks great. Scorpion and Sub-Zero with the bus on each side, with Goro in the middle. Theoretically, I could just remove that giant poster, do the Scorpion and Sub-Zero poster with that above Goro. I do like that poster a lot, though. It's really cool. It's a very classic, old-school MK poster. So I do like it. But what do you guys think? Do we sell these MK quarter scale? Now, I'm a huge fan of the Scorpion and Sub-Zero. I don't know if I could ever sell those, to be honest. I could obviously part ways with, I love Raiden, and it sucks to not have a statue of him. Liu Kang, Baraka. But I mean, look at like a PCS quarter scale next to a Prime 1. First off, the size, there's definitely a size difference. That Baraka looks tiny, yet he's supposed to be this big buff warrior. So the size is definitely a huge concern. It looks like these are 1/5 scale. I believe they are 1/4, and Prime 1 just loves to make all their statues extra large. But still, it definitely is very apparent. And that's one reason I put the bosses there, because they are bigger characters, so the scaling is not as apparent. And the bosses display I do love quite a bit. I think it's extremely cool. But let's say we get rid of this. I'm going to Photoshop it as well. And then next to Scorpion Bust, if we can fit it, ideally, I mean, let's just say Wukong 1/3, Wukong life-size bust, and then Kratos bust, or Kratos 1/3. Because we need to be able to fit Kratos 1/3 and Wukong bust. Ideally, Wukong 1/3 as well, that we know eventually Prime 1's making, or Queen Studios. Got all my wording off right now. There's also the Subaji 1/3, which is very small and could definitely go in between. I'd like to ideally not do two busts next to each other. Now, if I'm not going to move Kratos bust and just have the 1/3 by itself, I could go the Scorpion bust, then Kratos 1/3, and then Wukong bust. And then directly underneath Wukong bust, you do Wukong 1/3 with Eve's Stellar Blade next to the females. The one annoying thing is these PCS 1/3s are actually like, they're proper 1/3s. Where J&D isn't, it's always underscaled. So I kind of would prefer J&D. I mean, J&D Stellar Blade, God, that's got to be a top shelf piece, right? That piece is going to be so amazing. And it's not going to be a Space Hawk, so maybe I could just do J&D Stellar Blade. I mean, I don't technically have to get Wukong 1/3. I could just do the bust with the prop, and then on each side do Kratos and Stellar Blade, and underneath save it for something else. That's always an option. Bear in mind. I mean, theoretically, if you wanted to keep those bosses, you really could as well. And then just sell everything else. Although I think if I'm going to get rid of the MK quarter scale, just get rid of it. Because I know someone wanted to buy all 4 bosses. I know someone wanted to buy Raiden and Liu Kang. I don't think it'd be hard selling the other ones as well. So I need to do a little bit of photoshopping and see what I think. But overall, what do you guys think? Let me just zoom out so you can get a good look-sees. Do you like this? Is it worth downsizing MK for more video game statues right here? And I mean, one big reason as well, I mean, like I said, I have been toying with the idea of doing the video game 1/3 and Wukong bust in the main video game, or like main room over there. But if I can do them in here and save the space in there for like Neytiri bust, or if I can ever get Queen T-Rex bust back again after getting scanned by Resin GK, that would be nice. I did always want that piece. It was so amazing. It's such a epic centerpiece as well. Anyways, folks, let me know what you guys think of this MK just 1/3 display. See you in the next one. Have a great day.